Did you know that walking alone is not enough to keep your body strong and balanced? While daily walks remain one of the best habits for seniors, many doctors now remind us that walking should be part of a broader routine, not the whole routine. Because walking, while excellent for your legs and lungs, doesn't cover everything your aging body needs. And what you do in addition to walking may be what actually protects your strength, your stability, and your independence as you age. In this video, we're going to explore 5 doctor-recommended things you should start doing right now, along with walking. These aren't complicated. They don't require equipment or gym memberships, but they do target the areas most older adults lose without even noticing: muscle, mass, balance, flexibility, posture, and breath. And by doing just a little each day, you could avoid the most common injuries, stay active longer, and feel far more energized in your everyday life. Stick with me until the end, because what you'll learn might completely change how you think about exercise in your 70s. It's not about doing more, it's about doing smarter. And if you're still walking regularly, then you're already halfway there. Now let's get started. Number 1, a steady walking habit for circulation and joint mobility. Even after 70, walking remains one of the most valuable things you can do to keep your body moving, your heart pumping, and your joints from stiffening up. But the key is how you walk and what you combine it with. Doctors often say walking is like oiling the hinges of your body. It keeps your knees, hips, and ankles from locking up. It gets your blood flowing, gently improving circulation through your entire system. And it gives your lungs a reason to keep expanding fully instead of settling into shallower breathing patterns that come with too much sitting. But walking does more than just support your physical health. It helps your emotional health too. A short walk outdoors, even just 10 to 15 minutes a day, can help clear your mind, lift your mood, and reduce feelings of loneliness or fogginess. Especially if you do it at the same time each day, it creates rhythm, a soft structure that many people over 70 say helps them feel more stable in body and mind. Of course, the kind of walk you take matters. A brisk, steady pace that gets your arms swinging. And your posture upright is far more effective than a slow shuffle where your eyes stay fixed on the ground. Keep your steps deliberate. Keep your shoulders back. Let your hands move naturally. These small adjustments go a long way. And remember, it's not about how far you go. It's about how often. Consistency is what brings results, especially in your 70s and beyond. Consider someone like Arthur, 76. For years, he avoided exercise because he thought anything that didn't make him sweat didn't count. But after a conversation with his doctor, he began walking 15 minutes every morning and 15 more in the evening. Within weeks, he noticed less stiffness in his knees, better sleep, and perhaps most surprising, less anxiety. "It's like I walk the tension right out of me," he said. That's the beauty of walking. It's gentle, accessible, and low impact. And when done regularly, it lays the foundation for all the other good things you want your body to do. So if you're already walking, keep going. But if walking is the only movement you're doing, it might be time to layer in a few more pieces. Because while walking opens the door to good health, the next few habits will help you walk through it stronger, steadier, and with far more confidence. Number 2, light strength work to prevent muscle loss. After 70, one of the most important things you can do for your body, alongside walking, is to gently build or maintain your muscle strength. And not just because strong muscles look good, but because they protect your bones, support your balance, and help you keep doing the daily things that matter most, like carrying a bag of groceries, standing from a low chair, or reaching into a cabinet without wobbling. The truth is, we all begin to lose muscle with age. It's natural. But when that muscle loss speeds up and we don't work to slow it down, simple movements get harder, fatigue sets in faster, and we become more vulnerable to falls and injuries. That's why doctors now encourage older adults to add light resistance training into their weekly routine. Even just 2 or 3 times a week can make a huge difference. And here's the good news. This doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or joining a gym. Light strength work can be done with small dumbbells, resistance bands, or even just your body weight. Think of seated leg lifts, standing heel raises, wall push-ups, or using a can of soup as a weight for slow bicep curls. These aren't flashy exercises, but they wake up the muscles that keep you mobile, confident, and independent. Let's talk about Norma, age 81. She'd always been a walker, every day for decades. But she started to notice her legs feeling shaky when stepping off curbs. And she found it harder to lift heavier pots when cooking. Her doctor recommended basic resistance movements twice a week. She started with 5-minute sessions in her living room, holding onto the counter for balance. In just a few weeks, she felt stronger, more grounded and less afraid of slipping. "It's like I've rebuilt trust with my body," she said. That's what strength training can do. It doesn't just help you move better. It helps you feel more secure in your own skin. And it's never too late to start, even if it's just a few reps at a time. The key is consistency, not intensity. And remember, your muscles don't care how old you are. They'll still respond to movement. They'll still rebuild. They'll still adapt. You just have to give them the message you're still needed. And once they hear that, they'll show up for you, day after day, step after step. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, daily balance practice to prevent falls. One of the most serious threats to your independence. After 70 is an illness, it's a fall. And the most overlooked way to prevent one isn't walking more. It's training your body to stay balanced. Walking keeps your legs moving, yes, but it doesn't challenge your stability in the way real-life moments do, like turning quickly, stepping sideways, or standing on one foot while putting on your socks. Balance is a skill that fades if you don't practice it. The older you get, the more your stabilizer muscles, especially around your ankles, knees, and hips, need to be reminded how to do their job. When you neglect that, you're more likely to lose your footing on uneven ground, step awkwardly, off a curb, or wobble when reaching overhead. But when you train balance intentionally, you make it much more likely you'll recover safely if you stumble. The best part? You don't need equipment and you don't need a big routine. Just 5 minutes a day of focused balance. Work can retrain your brain and body to stay upright. You can stand on one leg while brushing your teeth, walk heel to toe in a straight line across your living room, or shift your weight side to side while holding the back of a chair. These simple drills may seem small, but they reactivate the reflexes that keep you steady. There's a great example in Leo, age 79. He had always been active, but he'd never done formal balance exercises. Then one day, he slipped slightly on his porch and realized how close he'd come to a serious fall. He started practicing balance every morning before breakfast. Nothing complicated, just standing on one foot for 30 seconds at a time, followed by a few slow turns in place. In just a couple of weeks, he felt steadier walking through crowds and more confident climbing stairs. "I'm not just moving," he said, "I'm controlling my movement." And that's what this is about, control. Falls aren't always caused by weakness. Sometimes they happen because your body simply didn't react fast enough. Balance training sharpens that reaction. It teaches your muscles how to respond. And over time, it gives you something you can't put a price on: trust in your own footing. So if walking is already part of your routine, great. But if you're not also practicing how to stay upright when things go off balance, you may be missing the most important piece of the puzzle. Because the real goal isn't just to move forward, it's to move confidently, no matter what life throws in your path. Number 4, gentle stretching to protect your joints and range of motion. As we age, one of the quietest shifts in our body happens in our flexibility. You may not even notice it at first. A little tightness in the back of your legs, a harder time reaching behind you, or stiffness when you first get out of bed. But over time, if you don't stretch regularly, that tightness starts to limit your mobility, change the way you walk, and even put more strain on your joints. Walking can warm your body up, yes, but it doesn't stretch you out. In fact, without intentional stretching, regular walking can sometimes reinforce poor posture or keep your hips and hamstrings locked in a narrow range of movement. That's why doctors recommend adding daily gentle stretching to your routine, something as simple as 5 minutes in the morning or after your walk. These stretches don't have to be complicated. Reach your arms overhead and hold for a few breaths. Roll your shoulders forward and backward. Sit in a chair and extend one leg at a time while flexing your feet. Turn your head slowly side to side. These small motions, when done regularly, can help restore your joint flexibility, improve posture, and reduce stiffness in your lower back, knees, and shoulders. Take Mary, 72. She always loved walking around her neighborhood, but she started noticing that her stride was getting shorter and her back was sore by the end of each walk. Her physical therapist introduced a basic stretching routine: neck, hips, hamstrings, calves, nothing fancy. After just a couple of weeks, she could walk longer without pain. She also noticed she was sleeping better and even breathing more freely. "It's like my body's not fighting itself anymore," she said. That's the thing about stretching. It gives your muscles room to breathe. It reduces the pressure on your joints. And it helps your body move more naturally so you don't feel like you're fighting stiffness every time you bend down or reach up. And beyond the physical benefits, there's something emotionally calming about stretching. It encourages you to slow down, to tune in, to notice how your body feels instead of rushing through movement. And that awareness alone can keep you safer, more balanced, and more connected to your body as the years go by. So yes, keep walking, but don't forget to stretch before or after, especially the areas that tend to tighten up with age. A few slow, thoughtful stretches a day can mean the difference between feeling stiff and feeling free, between worrying about a pulled muscle and knowing your body will carry you comfortably wherever you need to go. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, breathing and posture practice to boost energy and control. It's easy to forget, but 2 of the most powerful tools you have for feeling better after 70 are the ones you carry with you everywhere: your breath and your posture. And if you're not actively working with both every day, you may be missing out on a huge source of energy, calm, and physical stability. Let's start with breath. As we age, our breathing can become more shallow without us realizing it. This reduces the oxygen that gets to our brain, muscles, and internal organs. You might feel more tired, more foggy, or like your chest is just tighter than it used to be. But when you breathe deeply, when you fill your lungs from the bottom up, you nourish your body. You slow your heart rate. You even reduce anxiety. Posture is just as important. Good posture isn't about standing tall for appearance. It's about creating space for your lungs, aligning your spine, and easing pressure off your lower back and shoulders. It also keeps your head balanced above your feet, something critical for balance and fall prevention. The 2, breath and posture, work best together. When you sit or stand tall, you give your lungs the space they need to expand. And when you breathe deeply, your posture naturally improves as your chest rises and your core engages. Here's something simple you can try each day. Sit upright in a chair, feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose, noticing the hand on your belly rise more than the hand on your chest. Exhale through your mouth. Do this 5 times. It sounds small, but this kind of breath work resets your nervous system, reduces blood pressure, and even helps digestion. Think about Fred, 84. He used to walk daily, but he still felt short of breath and hunched over by the end of the day. His doctor recommended just one change: 5 minutes a day of posture alignment paired with deep breathing. After a few weeks, Fred said he felt more awake in the afternoons, more steady on his feet, and even more talkative with others. "I didn't know posture could lift my mood," he said, "but it did." The truth is, when you breathe fully and carry your body with intention, the benefits go far beyond your lungs or spine. You carry yourself differently. You think more clearly. You engage with life more fully. So alongside your walks, set aside time each day to focus on your breath and your posture. These quiet practices don't require strength or endurance, but they support every other movement you make. And the longer you do them, the more they become your natural way of moving through the world, with strength, with calm, and with control. Final thoughts. So now you know walking after 70 is still one of the best things you can do, but it shouldn't be the only thing you do. Because staying healthy in your 70s and beyond isn't just about movement, it's about smart, well-rounded movement that protects your body from the inside out. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we covered today. Walking builds rhythm and improves circulation. Strength training protects your muscles. Balance work keeps you upright. Stretching keeps you mobile. And breathing with good posture restores your energy and focus. These 5 simple practices, added to your daily walk, can transform how you age, how you move, and how you feel. And here's what matters most: you don't have to do it all at once. A few minutes here and there, done with consistency, will always take you further than a big routine you can't maintain. The key is to keep showing up for your body, not with pressure, but with care. Because the better you treat it, the better it will carry you through the years ahead. You've made it this far in life by being strong, steady, and wise. This next chapter is about using that wisdom to protect your health, not just for today, but for every day that follows. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.